G'day Overtakers, here we are. No prep, running racing, here we are today.
Who's going to be the quickest?
The 8th mile.
There's no way I can make it all the way down there.
You don't reckon you could make it to the exit lane? You reckon you could pull up in time?
I'll pull up, like 20 metres out for a quick breather.
At the 60 foot.
That's it. No, we're here, no prep cash days. This is what it's about out at Jungabunga Racing. This is number 2, no prep cash days for Jungabunga Racing at Warwick Dragway, right?
It is. And excited to see the action. It was awesome last time, and the field's even bigger with our big tyre being included as well. So
we've got street tyre class today. We've got small tyre. We've got big tyre. 3 classes. There's cash on. They've got sponsors now have come to the party as well, hasn't it? So we can't remember them all.
No.
But we'll make sure we try and give some shout outs for the guys that have sponsored this today in our live stream as well. Hopefully you've already watched that.
Maybe we'll put some links in the description as well for everyone.
That's it. All right.
Let's catch some action. Let's do it.
Let's go racing.
Let's do it.
G'day Nicholas, welcome to Overtaking Lane, mate. Now we had to come and have a look at Misty Mopar here, but this is the old man's car, and you've got the duties today, mate. Ready to have a run?
Oh, super ready. Super ready.
Now, you're normally running in your own car as well, but you've left it home today?
I did, I left it at home, yeah. Come to run the old man's car and see what I can do.
What's he running in it?
He is running a big block 383
Yep.
full of nitrous.
I can see it's definitely full of nitrous. There's a load of tanks over there ready to go. Now, how did you get the gig today? He ran it last time.
Just Father's Day special. Just hanging out with my dad, I suppose, yeah.
It's pretty good. Now, we're expecting a lot because we saw him, he was really burning the tyres off this thing last time too. So.
Put me under pressure. I like it.
No, but he was having a lot of fun out here. So we expect, to see you have a bit of fun yourself.
Okay.
Mate, do you know what times you think it'll run?
No idea.
No idea at all.
Hope it goes straight.
Goes straight. Now, is it in a different class though this time around?
Big
tyre.
tyre. Yeah, ran street tyre last time, I think. So, yeah.
So you got a bit extra rubber, so that might help get it down the track. We better let you go, I suppose, and let you out there because it is a time to have a couple of practice laps before you get to run it. And then I think this thing is all about just pedaling it down too, is it? There's no.
Do nothing.
Yeah, you
just
can't.
hold on and pedal it.
No prep track. It should be a bit of fun, mate. Good.
Oh, heaps of fun.
Good luck today, Nicholas. Have
Thank
fun.
you very much, Dave. And Overtaking Lane. Thank you very much.
Daniel, good to see you out here, mate. We've got another Valiant, but we did have a bit of a watch of this one in the live stream last time, and we got a bit of extra time because unfortunately you had a bit of breakdown.
Yeah, I did. So the week before the event here, a couple of months ago, I blew the engine up at Willowbank and rebuilt it in a couple of days. Came out here and blew the gearbox up. So yeah, I've done a fair bit of work to it in the last, couple of months. A lot of money, a lot of time.
Before the gearbox went, though, it was running really nice. You had a couple of good runs?
Yeah, I had a couple of good runs. I'm chasing a bit of an ignition misfire at the moment, so I was just trying to get on top of that, and the gearbox crapped itself, so I never actually figured it out. So I'm hoping this weekend we can smooth that out and get some decent times out of it.
Now, are you running in street tyre?
Small tyre.
You're in small tyre, so there's a big list there.
Yeah, there is a lot faster guys than me that have got a lot more sorted cars, so I'm only here just to try and iron out a few bugs. So just there's not much racing going on at the moment. So,
but you never know what'll happen because it doesn't matter how much power you got.
No.
Out there, there's some guys out there with big power, but it's not going to do them any favours on this track, right?
Yeah, that's right. So even with mine down a cylinder or two last event, it was still starting to turn the tyres about half track. So it's just it's a finesse game out here. The track's pretty slick, so it's whoever can get it in as early as they can.
Yeah. And how long you had this one?
I built it about 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's had a single turbo setup on it, and now obviously it's got twins and different engine, fuel system. Like I've changed a lot of stuff on it over the last couple of years. So.
And we've seen this run at Kenda as well.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Mate, well, good luck today.
Thanks, mate.
Have fun,
I will.
and hopefully you get a bit of testing in, and you never know what happens with your results as well.
Yeah, fingers crossed. If the engine runs how it should go pretty good. So we'll see how we go.
Just have fun.
Yeah,
Thanks,
definitely.
mate.
Thanks, mate.
G'day, Trappy. We're not as good this time as we were last time.
No, we're a bit unprepared this time. Decided to refreshen the old engine and pulled it apart. So I put pistons in it. They never turned up. So this is just a little engine I had lying around the shed. And finally got in last night. Test drive was out of the shed, into the trailer and come here. So it just did not want to play the game today. And I'm more of a driver. My brother's the mechanic and the tuner, so he's not here. We just couldn't get our head around it today, and yeah, just lost first round. Plain and simple. We don't know what it is. It's got a Gremlin in it. It's fine in the burnout, and then just plays up on each run. So we don't know if it's wiring or fuel or what. But
yeah, we noticed that it could get off the line a little bit, but then after that it was just a little bit lazy.
I thought that might have been when the nitrous was kicking in, but I noticed on the burnout when I came reversing back, it started playing up too, and the nitrous isn't even on then. So it's got a mind of its own at today. It's like a female.
Well, with the burnouts, did you still at least get some fun out of them?
That was good. It sort of helps makes it, because after you don't even have a good one test hit, at least you can take it out on the burnout, so that's good. It makes it worthwhile. And I helped a fellow HQ guy out today, snapped a wheel off, and I had wheel studs and that to help him get it back on the trailer. So it wasn't all bad today.
Oh, it's good. At least you can have some win out of it.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. And we can still drive the car into the trailer and go home and have a few cold beers tonight.
And will you be back to claim the crown again next time?
I will. I brought the crown. I bought a crown for him and bought it up, and I'll have to hand it over to, who do you reckon? I reckon Andy that beat me. I reckon Andy will win. And
He's been very quick today.
Yeah, and I'll come and whoever, I'll come back and fight for it next meeting. I think they're going to do one before Christmas, I think. So we'll put my big engine back in, and yeah, we'll come and get them. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And thanks for having a chat to us, even though you had a bad day.
No worries, eh? Cheers.
G'day, Peter. Had to come and have a look at this thing. G-body.
Yep, yeah, there's not many around. When I bought it, there was 3 in the country.
Really? That's it?
Yeah. Yeah, they're a common model in the States, but not here. Everyone goes for Camaros and Mustangs here, but
Yeah.
you can pick these up if you can get them cheaper, and it doesn't matter if you cut them up a bit or do what you want to them.
Now, this is probably, or possibly, got a little bit of history over in the States as well. Is this?
Yeah, it came from, originally came from Texas. Well, it came from Oklahoma, then we went to Texas. And the guy I bought it off local, he bought it off a guy Barrett from Tulsa.
Yep.
And he's the commentator for No Prep Cash Days at Tulsa Raceway. And it's that's about the history of it. And a few other guys had their fingers in it.
Maybe a boosted GT?
Yeah, boosted GT, so they all had it, and I don't think they really want to do anything with it, so it ended up in Australia.
Yeah, now you got it without an engine?
Yeah, I got it without motor and trans, so I just put an LS 6-litre combo in it, power glide, and just having fun, really.
It looks like it's going pretty hard out there.
Yeah, well, the first time I've had it with slicks on it, so it's usually a weekend sort of, or not racer, but, cars and coffee car.
Yeah.
So it's quite good to do something different. Or I've always wanted to race it, but getting the tyres on it and making it work, it's good.
Will you let us in on a secret on how it went? How'd it go? What sort of time?
That one was a 6.8 with a pedal and with a low launch control. We've stepped that up because I think the track's permitting that now, so we'll get up a bit harder and to see what it brings.
What do you think of the actual cash day events out here that they've put on at Warwick?
Really good. As I always said, this is a perfect cash day car because it's what they use in America, a lot of it. But it's got really good concept. I've got a supercharged Outlaw car that I was racing at Willowbank, and I find this a lot easier. I'm sort of not getting any younger, and it's quite good just to get in the car, turn the key, and do the business,
And it's a pretty laid-back spot out here at Warwick Dragway too, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll give it to Matty Lloyd. He's done really well, and I think it'll go well. The old Junkabunga cash days. It's really good.
Nah, it's awesome. Well, thanks for bringing it out, mate. We'll keep watching you throughout the day. Have a great day.
Too easy. Cheers.
First of all, what a shame it's rained. It's too late now. The track's soaked and it's starting to cool off. So, yeah, we thought the best bet would be to all the guys that were still in each bracket. We've split the prize money of each bracket and we'll split it up between you. So, but first, I'd just like to thank all you racers and crew and thank our sponsors, but all our competitors for supporting the event. Thank yous for coming. I think it was a great day right up until it rained. I don't know, maybe I'm biased, but I thought it was quite a good day.
Well, Matt, a good day, and it was definitely ramping up to be extraordinary compared to the first round. You put on a bit extra. The bloody weather, eh?
Oh, beautiful day all day, and look what blows in. And it's gone now, but just enough to dampen the day. It was too late in the day to try and dry, because now it'll probably drop off and get cool now once the weather blows away.
We've got that cool weather of Warwick.
Yeah, it's hot. It was warmed up today, but it's still having cool mornings and cool nights. So, yeah.
So the way we wrapped it up, mate, you guys decided you'd split up the money?
Yeah, we split the prize pool in each bracket. So everyone that was still in took home money from the second chance classes to the big classes that were still in, small tyre, big tyre, street tyre. So they all took home some money. I think small tyre still had 7 cars, and they still took home $450. So
that's not bad.
It's not bad for an Arvo's racing.
Now the question is though, mate, why weren't you still in there?
What's that, sorry?
You weren't still in there. What happened there?
I got knocked out. I come up against me, one of my good mates, Phil Helpman from St George, and
in the PB.
I've been struggling. I was only running low 8s, and I decided to take off in first, and the car sort of held, and it ran good. I PB'd on street tyres, but Phil got me, and it was a great race.
Mate, well, good day. Thank you for putting it on. Now, is there a rumour already? And I saw a quick vote before that says you're going to do it again.
Gonna try, see how the year pans out, but we will try for a third Junga Bunga No Prep Cash Days, number 3 at the end of the year, November, December.
And it's going to sell out quick, so if you want to get in and have a crack, make sure you're watching the page. Watch Warwick Dragway.
Yeah,
watch
watch Warwick Dragway or Junga Bunga No Prep.
G'day, Overtakers. Here we are.
Hey. Here we are, overtaking yet again.
Yep.
Back
We're on the right.
No,
We're on the right side for you again, Roy. You here? Ready?
Yep.
Mad Kiwi, thanks for the $20 as well as the stream was getting started. Legend.
Wow, mate. Thank you. Helping out. Appreciate that. What have we got, Sol? What have we got happening this week? Oh no, am I just jumping ahead? What have we got to talk to people? Say hello.
We'll say hellos and then we'll have a chat about what's going on. Mad Cow Mark, g'day James Bayless, Johnny Skid Pig, Adam Geary, Nan's in the chat, Paige in the chat, Dang, Carnage, Stein, or Steve, as he's been affectionately named in the chat. Chris Young, yep. Jason Tompkins, Terry Hankins, how you going?
Hey, mate.
Mad Kiwi, of course, thank you again. JRM Rob, g'day. Gary Smith. I think I've gotten everyone. Jim Clark, how you going?
Hey, Jim.
Alrighty, and we're caught up.
Yeah, there we go. Plus, anyone that's already
Brad,
that's
how you
not
going,
in the
Brad?
chat.
Yeah, anyone who's just watching and not in the
background,
chat, g'day to you.
well.
G'day to those who aren't sitting in the front row.
That's yeah, it means it's Thursday night. I just see a post just come up there. A comment from Brad Gary Sparkplug says, "G'day, all hope as well. Keen for the weekend."
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's one thing about the Thursday night show is it does mean we're closer to the weekend, right?
It does, yep. Brendan Wheatley, g'day, how you going?
G'day, Brendan. It means we're closer to the weekend. We're
It
just,
does.
Another sleep away. We've one day of work away from getting into a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And that means we can get out and do something or get rained on. It's usually one or the other. We've had pretty bad luck with the weather, Tyler.
We have certainly had pretty bad luck with the weather.
I open
Steve, how you going?
Steve, g'day, mate. I hadn't been in the podcast room here. I hadn't been in for to open anything. I guess the computer sits here waiting to go. I opened up this computer here tonight, and it must have had the last weather report from when it hadn't updated. On the bottom, and it gives me a little weather update, and it said 22 degrees flood.
Mine actually said 33 degrees flood yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah.
I had 22 degrees flood, and I thought, oh, gee, that's disappointing to read as we're coming closer to a weekend. But it has updated, and it says right now 24 degrees, mostly clear, and I think that is a much better.
Mine's just partly cloudy, and it was just starting to rain before.
Oh, over you are. No, mostly clear, 24 degrees here. Very positive.
There you
go. And I did notice this morning on my phone, I think it said 8 degrees cooler today. So like it gives me an update on what it's going to be. It was 8 degrees cooler.
Yep.
27 degrees.
Yeah, wow.
And I thought, wow, that means yesterday was bloody warm.
Yes.
27 still a pretty good day, and that's 8 degrees colder. So there you go. That's the weather is just all over the place here at the moment up in Queensland, and and our thoughts go out to anyone who's been affected greatly. We were pretty lucky through everything.
It's not even just Queensland now. Like a lot of New South Wales is underwater now.
Yeah, majorly.
And then Scotty S, I saw posted in the chat, it's got no power and bugger all reception where he is.
There you go. That sucks. Yeah, we've had
Dad's
some
Garage.
shock-
Mal, how you going?
terrible game, Mal. It's been terrible for a lot of people. I've seen some posts of some cars going into insurance claims, Tyler. Like, heading in for Shannon's
Mhm.
as the cars have been underwater, like classic cars.
Yep.
I've seen some other people selling classic cars because the car hasn't gone under, but they've lost other stuff and they need to sell the car now to, get
Fun.
themselves back on
Yep.
track. So a lot of people, and then people affected worse yet again. So
Mhm.
yeah, pretty tough
Gary
stuff.
Gary Smith says 38 degrees and hot. Rob says my car dash was showing 38 from Robina to Nerang yesterday, driving along the M1.
There you go. That's what it was. That's crazy. So
Scotty, yes, there's plenty of water. Plenty of water there.
no shortage there.
Dang Dang says one time my emergency app said if I went one way to work, it'll be bushfires. If I went the other way, it was floods.
That's Australia in a nutshell, isn't it?
45 degrees in the workshop for 2 weeks straight for Gary.
Oh man, that's hard. That is hard. Yeah, no, I'm pretty lucky. I'm not stuck
That's
in a shed for the day. I just went out there to do some
113
stuff.
Fahrenheit for anyone who, if anyone's in from the States or anywhere else that uses Fahrenheit. 113.
So that's crazy. I did. Obviously, you've seen the spotlight upgrade on the Prado, fixed up the UHF aerial, and done some stuff out there. It was so hot and humid doing that stuff that it's not a big job, but I do feel for anyone working out in that consistently. I don't know whether you ever get used to that, but I had the big fan cranking in the shed in the background. I think you did pretty well to get rid of the noise of that, Tyler.
There wasn't actually any noise of it.
I did hear some. It wasn't too bad, so that was
Yeah.
good. Behind the microphone, so it did help. But
Yeah, I didn't really notice it.
Fan cranking, so. Was,
Dad says I was going to look at a car fully rebuilt and perfect. It went under as well as 6 other cars in the Tweed River floods. Poor guy lost all of his cars. That sucks.
Was there something back there from Steve before that as well? At the weather? Where was it? Did we miss that?
Yeah, Aussie Steve.
Yeah.
It's still raining, storming/raining in East Australia. It is on the New South Wales coast and along, well, not even just on the coast, like on the east of northeast New South Wales and along further down now as well. I think it's made its way right down.
Yeah, but not like it was.
Crazy.
It has eased, but yeah, a lot of places affected.
Mum's in the chat.
G'day. I heard her come in the door, so I was looking at.
Scotty S says they tell us they won't turn the power back on here till Sunday or Monday when the water drops low enough.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we were lucky not to lose power, so we were really lucky.
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy without power for that time. Like for us, we'd have all our, and for anyone, of course, but all your food in your freezer gone. Yeah, there's no food anywhere if you can get out to get it anyway. There is no bloody food in the shopping centres during that period. And then can't cook that food. It's it just goes to waste. It's just
Brennan Wheatley says a big hats off to all the SES volunteers working in this weather. 100%.
Yeah, that's a good call there, definitely. In the meantime, I've got to like the video, Tyler. I just realized.
Yes, so should everyone else if they haven't already. They should get down and smash the like button. If you're in the chat, turn the phone to portrait mode and smash the thumbs up. Or if you're on the computer, you just scroll down a little bit.
I got the PC in front and I realised that we were on 17 likes, 18 now, 19 now. Keep it counting. We'll get it up there. 27 people watching, and one person said, "I don't like this," so that's down to 26. In the meantime, we're 25. We've turned everyone off. Nobody wanted to like anything. We did, we do have some car news tonight. Back to a bit of car news. We've got a couple of stories there to talk through.
Mhm.
A little bit happening. You've got some plans for what's on the weekend, Tyler, as
Yep,
well,
yep.
to get some footage.
Mhm.
We made sure that we were able to bring a video out. We didn't get out and about again last weekend due to other commitments, and we've both been pretty flat out with work.
Yes.
So we did get a video. So we actually, for anyone that didn't realize, it was Oxbeam, the company that I said Ozbeam all the way through the video. Did you? I'm surprised you didn't pick up and put some sort of caption at the bottom of that, Tyler.
Yeah, well, there wasn't really a way. Every time you said it, it was mostly on the screen, in a logo. And then also in the voiceovers, they would have heard me saying Oxbeam.
Oxbeam. I
Yep.
just Ozbeam sounded better for the American company of Oxbeam. They did send us those, and the other thing, Tyler, was I think that may have been American pricing on the Oxbeam stuff. So it actually might be much more expensive light. There might be a massive step up in difference in those. That would explain the
It is,
quality
yeah,
difference.
USD 329.
So we may have to just put a little disclaimer back on that video that it is what's about a
That's
$500,
$450 US.
$450.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in comparison to the $99 light plus your wiring kit,
I
and
just
stuff
have to
that
change my
extra
title to
buy.
$450 spotlight.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, someone watching did pick up on that.
Yeah.
And no, we didn't pay for them, so they did send us those lights.
Mhm.
So that's why I don't know what they're worth. Pretty good freebie, I must say.
Yep.
They're impressive. Actually, really
And well, that's not
impressive.
the only product we've got there to test out yet, right? So we've still got
No,
some more stuff to go on. We got the light bar, and we've got the 6-gang panel as well, the switch panel that you're looking around at something you've lost.
no, I'm looking at the comments there.
Oh,
They're
okay.
in actually the tripod. I've not
Okay,
positioned.
yep.
Maybe I'll fix it up. Hang on.
Yep. But yeah, you've got the 6-gang panel as well that you've got some ideas for. But I there's definitely a few things we can do there. And a little bit more definitely to go as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think that. Yeah, I don't know yet. I didn't expect the quality. I think of what it is when they said they'll send us a few things.
Mm.
I didn't expect that quality.
Yep.
So it was sort of the 6-panel switch is like super good quality. It's full of a full fuse box with it as well.
Mhm.
With relays and everything in it. It's like, yeah. And I looked at that and went, "Oh, there's other like stuff that we could use that for." The HJ has a fuse box in it that's nowhere near that quality. Things like that. So I could update other stuff, or we could go F truck, or we probably won't need to go Gemini.
No,
Gemini will have no need. The Gemini may have no need for fuses or relays.
Mm-hmm.
That
Little
makes
hint there
sense to
for anyone that can work that out. But the fuses and relays may not be useful for it, but having a switch panel might be useful for it. But we may go with a different one. We can make our own.
I don't think we'll need that either.
We'll cross that bridge when and if it comes.
Mm. But yeah, we'll get to. I don't have the Gemini here at the moment, so it's currently in Pro Track. So just some suspension work done.
Yep. Daniel Ward says, I got almost a metre through my workshop. Luckily, I didn't have a customer car in there at the time and didn't lose too much. My town here in Moolumbar looks like a war zone.
Daniel, actually, yeah, I had one of my guys from work actually went down to Moolumbar today. He'd sort of been putting off a job down in Moolumbar because of what had happened, and I said, well, you better get down there at least and have a look. And yeah, he went through there and sent me a video. He had it shot a video as he drove through town, and I thought, oh, on the news, maybe it's just a couple of streets. Nah, it was disaster, full on disaster. We might have copped it here, but I think we had streets and sections and different suburbs, but Wollumbar's, yeah, nasty. And I can only think, what Lismore is like. So,
yeah.
And it does look like a war zone because the soldiers walking around. We've got army there and stuff as well. So it definitely looked like a war zone.
Stein says light bar on the back of the grey bogan when loading cars in the dark would be perfect. What did I say? That was my idea.
Yeah, and we've got the two smaller ones that we're going to use for reversing lights in the Prado. They would also work well for on the back there, and then maybe the light bar on the front as well, just to throw a bit of light out there. I might need to upgrade the alternator in the old grey bogan because I think there may be a 55 amp alt on those. The 351 Cleveland didn't need a lot of power.
Yeah.
So we may need to upgrade the alternator as well. How that'll go. James says we will need one under the bonnet for the belt and alternator changes.
No, you just have your you have your switches there. You've got engine light, but it's not your dash engine light. It's your engine bay light.
I didn't film it, but I don't know if I told anyone, but the Gemini, actually, after we got it home and unloaded, been taking it for a drive, and it had some alternator issues. So I probably should have filmed that because everyone would have got a laugh out of that we
bought two cars with alternator issues.
Get another car with alternator issues. So, but yeah, I had to fix all the wiring up on the altimeter.
Oh, the altimeter.
The altimeter. So, Gary, it looks like the Ford truck is getting the grey bogan at this point.
Mark's workshop. G'day. G'day, Mark.
G'day, Mark. G'day, mate. I'm going to get down and see you. Got to go down and pick up the transmission for the HJ.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the cards to go and pick that up on Sunday, the HJ, that is. And then those storms were coming, so it didn't happen.
It was actually meant to be a part of the video. We did cut out a clip, which is why it got uploaded so late as well. Because instead of being uploaded early in the morning at like 7 when I wanted to do it, I realized, oh crap, I didn't cut out the part where he said he was going to get the HJ.
Yeah, so we had to cut that out.
It took like 5 hours to reprocess.
Yeah, screw that up. Won't do that again.
Yep. And just remember to double check through before I hit the go button.
Yeah.
Scotty S says, we're lucky we're up high, so only water not getting away, but all around me is still underwater. It's the biggest flood here since 1978.
That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, so Gemini had the alternator issues. We fixed that, but it's off at Pro Track now, so I haven't got the Gemini to do any filming with. We will do a rundown of the Gemini as soon as that's back. That we will do that video, and we'll give you a real full walk around. We'll take you for a drive.
No worries, Carnage.
Talk about plans. G'day, Carnage. See you, mate. Get well. We will then talk about the plans of where the Gemini is going because there is some plans in the works, and there's already parts. I think Can I say Hoff's got my manifold?
If you want.
Hoff has my manifold.
It doesn't
He
really
does.
give anything away.
No, but Hoff has my
You have
manifold.
a little Skyline in your head. Doesn't
Do
really sit there properly. No, I said, do you?
No, that's what I said. Do I?
I was trying to balance it on my head.
I'll keep everyone entertained for a while.
There we go.
We do have some news. I don't know if anyone wants, we can come back to rambling about what we're doing in our cars, I guess, and we maybe should talk a little bit of car news and then let everybody know what's on this weekend, and then we can go back to rambling.
Mhm.
So
Darren
stick
Davison,
with us
g'day.
for the rambling.
Well, let's have a chat.
Or you let us know. Are you just here for the rambling, or is it like tell us what's going on out there in the world?
Let's have a chat about sports cars while we wait for them to catch up on the 30-second delay.
Sports cars.
We got the Toyota Supra. Now, as we have talked about a few times, the Nissan Z is coming out soon, and they confirmed that was coming out with a manual. And then a little while back, I think we did a story of the Supra and Toyota saying, no, we won't do a manual in the Supra. But
yeah,
they will be bringing out a manual 6-speed in the Supra. It will come with the 3-litre inline 6-cylinder engine.
Yep.
And it will be a direct rival then for the upcoming Nissan Z, which it wasn't necessarily going to be because they only had the automatic transmission on it. They're both coming out with turbocharged 6-cylinder engines and 6-speed manual transmissions. The manual Supra will reportedly, though, miss out on adaptive cruise control and reverse autonomous emergency braking. Whatever that means. Reverse autonomous emergency braking. Is that like if you're reversing?
Yeah, no, it's the opposite. So reverse braking is when you want to pull up and it's autonomously speeds up on you.
Yeah.
Isn't that autonomous reverse braking?
This system clamps the brakes
Like,
when a rear collision is detected.
Oh, okay. All right, that probably makes more sense.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
So if someone runs up your clacker, that's it applies the brakes for you instead of you having to do it. So if it doesn't detect a manual application of the brakes, it'll apply them for any rear collision.
I was just looking at the comments there. James says, "Some for the rambles, but I stay for Drunken Dave." I haven't got as many into me before the show. Was it last week?
That was last week. Yeah, I think. Well, when we started the show, you were already at like episode 99 level.
Yeah, I probably was. But I have no idea what we were talking about.
At the end of the show, you were.
I could watch it back, but I probably would. Yeah, that might be bad for everyone's entertainment if I watch it back and have regrets.
I'll have a look for that video for next week, Chris. That way, then I can download it and get it ready to play a bit easier. I'll have a look. I will make a note.
Oh. Is that one from a while back? I remember seeing one from a while back.
He posted it this week, I think. I actually saw it on the group. I saw it on the group recently.
Who's that Jamie guy commenting? It's like, sure that's not Jamie Wheelnut.
I think it might be. Apparently, Undercover Cars at Capalaba are having a cash-only garage sale on the 19th, parts, collectibles, etc.
Oh, yeah, okay. Did you lose your nuts, Jamie?
G'day, Hoff.
Yeah,
how you going? Things.
Hey, things, stuff. Got my manifold, Hoff.
Just Scott Hoffman things. That's
Scott Hoffman things. That's what it says on the screen. Scott Hoffman things. That's That's a shirt in itself. Yeah. Got my manifold off. Anyway, back. Will we finish that story other than reverse collision brakes or whatever?
Yeah, well, it's coming out with a 6-speed manual. That was the story.
That was the whole thing. Yeah.
The
Okay.
the manual isn't the only variant that'll join the Supra line for 2023, though. There will also be the GR MN Supra, which will debut in early 2023 as a limited run model with just 200 units, with an up-rated version of the Supra's BMW sourced turbocharged inline 6. Reports say that this will produce 385 kilowatts and 657 newton meters of torque, which just edges out the twin-turbo inline 6 of the BMW M3 and M4 competition, and comfortably ahead of the regular Supra, which makes 285 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque.
Okay. Jamie Albana the Spanner. Probably doesn't make much sense to anyone else, Jamie Albana. But that is I do get that.
Manifolds are sitting on my counter. It's off.
Hoff's got my manifold. What would you want to get though? Would you? They reckon it's tough competition from a Nissan Z, from the redesigned Nissan.
So we've got the regular Supra, which would be the one that's coming out with the manual, which is the 285 kilowatts, 500 newton meters of torque, up against the Nissan Z, which is the 370Z replacement, and it's just called Z. It's due in the middle of 2022. It will have a 3-litre twin-turbo V6 with 298 kilowatts. So slightly more kilowatts, but less torque, 475 newton meters instead of 500. And you get either a 6-speed manual or a 9-speed automatic.
Yeah, right. What would you be going for?
Neither. I don't know. I don't know really. Probably the Z. Probably the Z. It would have to be the Z, because if I was going to get a Supra, I'd just get a BMW.
There you go.
Yeah, honestly, probably the Z.
You wouldn't want a BMW, because then you'd be that European guy. Huh?
Well, I might be in the market for a Volkswagen soon.
Yeah. Pretty sure Brad's going to work hard to talk you out of that. Volkswagen. All right. Got
385 kilowasps.
I think that's a reminder you've sent me. I saw a message come through from you.
Yes, it was.
So you just sent a reminder for yourself for the RC vid. Hoff talking a couple of cars he's had in.
Really tidy XD Falcon on Monday. Mint car, white, stock looking, 17-inch Steelies, race products, floater 9-inch, turbo 400, built Barra G42 1200, made 950 at 26 PSI with heaps left.
Wow. Maybe we should put a Barra in Gemini.
John Lee, we'll put a Barra in something eventually.
Been looking
when I have money.
Yeah,
and it's not going in the Skyline. Just before, I just pre-warn everyone, it's not going in the Skyline.
Door handle's broken off. Yeah, good question. Good question, Mel. They were very well known for that. Hey, Steve says he saw the launch of a limited Z in Japan. Do not know if they're going to do it also in the rest of the world. It's 200 pieces. 200 PC?
Yeah. Limited to 200 models, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, limited version.
Wider wheel just looks way better. Yeah, interesting. I wonder if you can import it. You probably can import it into other places, but with the way our import laws are, you probably can't import one to Australia.
Okay. Okay.
All
All
right.
right. What else have we got in the news, mate?
Well, we're going to chat trucks.
Oh, okay.
We're going to chat.
F trucks,
We're going to chat Hino trucks.
M trucks.
This Hino has been found cheating the emissions and fuel economy tests in the United States.
Oh, is this is like
Dieselgate from
Volkswagen
Volkswagen.
gate.
Yep.
Who would nobody would buy a Volkswagen after that. What are you buying, Tom? So now they've done it. I know.
Yep. They've found to have falsified emissions and fuel data in North America. 3 engines have been affected by the cheating saga, and the Australian industry calls for more real-world testing. The Japanese brand owned by Toyota set its performance data in emissions durability testing for its A05C, the medium-duty engine, and measurement of fuel economy in its A09C and E13C heavy-duty engines had been falsified. According to Hino, it internally identified discrepancies and issues relating to its certification figures in the North American market, leading it to open up its own investigation before submitting those findings to regulators at the United States Department of Justice. And then looking at the certification procedures in its native Japan, Hino identified further misconduct, leading it to suspend the sale of the A05C, A09C, and E13C engines, as well as vehicles fitted with the drivetrains. They found their emissions tests were cheated by replacing the second muffler of the A05C's after-treatment system, with the certification process continuing after the muffler had been changed. The decision to change the muffler was made after learning that the emissions performance would deteriorate over time and that the engine may not meet the regulatory emissions standards. With further retesting, they discovered that there is a possibility that this engine may exceed regulatory emissions standards over the course of the vehicle's full useful life. So they made the discovery themselves.
That they cheated themselves.
Yeah.
So had they cheated, or they just had not? No, of course they've cheated. They had different exhaust on it.
They put, we sincerely...
discovery. Oh, we just realised that we've changed everything. You know how we take that all off and then do the test and then put that all back on? Yeah. No, you can't do that. Oh.
They offered an apology and an explanation to customers. They said, we sincerely apologise for the inconvenience and concern caused to our customers in order to minimise the impact on their business. We will implement various measures immediately and with care. Customers are not required to take any action and may continue to use their vehicle until further notice from Hino with respect to our measures for in-use vehicles. Based on the findings to date, Hino believes that it failed to appropriately respond to internal pressures to achieve certain targets and meet schedules that were placed on Hino employees. Management takes these findings extremely seriously. Already begun working on improving its governance system, including organizational restructuring and commencing a review of Hino's internal processes and procedures. In addition, we'll proceed to promote the compliance awareness of each employee.
It's not a very good explanation.
No.
That's not a good explanation at all. Oh, let's move on from Dieselgate. Look, we got some questions. Was there Australian big truck racing I saw? Super truck racing. Yes. We don't see much of that televised. When was the last time you saw a truck race televised?
No, I don't think I've really seen one for a long time.
Maybe you see something. I haven't watched Speedway for a while. Speedway's still on? Am I missing out? I don't even know when that's on. We missed a heap of other comments there, but we'll jump into another story.
Yep. Dang says Hino's ain't what they used to be, say, from the 80s and 90s and thousands. I know of more than one transport company that won't buy another one.
Well, definitely not now. They're worried about emissions. No, I don't think they're worried about that. But can we maybe step it up a notch with the stories, Tyler? Can we do something a little bit? You've given us a Supra, all right?
Let's talk about a HK Monaro.
Okay, that's better. Now we're at
We don't have any
Where am I?
complete photos yet, but this car is set to debut at the Maguire's Motor X.
Yeah.
Says Wayne Price's new HK Monaro will set new standards for bodywork when it debuts at Motor X's, says Owen Webb.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. I saw some stuff about this. Yeah. Now, I did see some stuff about it. I saw Justin Simpson mention that, he's keen to see it. Like he's busting to see this thing because he obviously unveiled a Monaro at Summoners.
Yep.
Gorgeous. He's keen to see what the next level stuff is on this. So, is there any hints or anything about it?
So there will be some real stunners at Motor X, but Owen Webb is most pumped about Wayne Price's HK GTS Monaro. In fact, he reckons it has the best bodywork that he's ever seen on a car.
Okay.
The build is the product of Andrew's Automotive Restorations in Braeside, Melbourne, and boss man Andrew Melton reckons the team will be flat out on the car right up to the wire. Maguire's Motor X is set to rock the Melbourne Showgrounds 30th of April to the 1st of May. Originally, the car was fitted with a 307. The car arrived at Andrew's shop looking pretty tough. I will put that photo on the screen right now. There we go. That's what the car arrived at the shop looking like. But it was soon stripped right down for a full restoration that escalated into something else altogether. Andrew asked Wayne to bring the car with the intended driveline sorted and fitted to the car. That way we could work out clearances and so forth from the very beginning. It's a normal part of our restoration to deskin the car, though we normally keep the lead joins between panels, but on the HK we deleted these seams and made for a huge amount of metalwork for our fab guy, Marty Ryan. We've made new sections to replace the lead joins to go along with the handmade roof and rear guards, but to fully file finish the new parts we had to look where they were joined. We also needed to gain access to the back of them so we could hammer them and get the finish spot on. This work results in a stunning finish that floored Owen Webb, a bloke who has judged an untold number of cars at Australia's top car shows. This Monaro looks like it's been pressed out of one complete sheet of steel, which is something I've never seen before. The joins are perfect. You can't see where they welded it up. I'll just pop another picture up on the screen of that. There we go. It's powered by a blown small block Chev, and with fat wheels and the mini-tubbed rear end, Andrew's restoration team are paying close attention to finishing detail. As first-generation Monaros are incredibly valuable cars, today respect had to be paid to the curvy two-doors original style. Without giving too much away, I can confirm that underneath the car and inside the engine bay will be both matte and satin black to give definition around the various parts. All the factory chrome will be finished in a satin look, and they even unpicked the original firewall and replaced it, so if Wayne's family decide later on to restore it to stock, they could. One of the issues is keeping the metal from flash rusting while working on it, and the amount of work to get it to a properly finished level, explains Andrew. We're thorough with our pre-paint metal work, so we're prepared for this. It does place a big toll on your body with the metal finishing, planishing, and bumping for weeks and months on end. I'm blessed to have someone of Marty's talent working here. Without his skills, we couldn't have done this car to this standard. So it's a pretty insane build that's going on. And yeah, so there's definitely a lot going on there with this one.
Definitely. Hang on, I do have to get a drink.
Oh, okay. Mid-story. Not even gonna have a chat about the story.
Oh well, sorry, I thought you were still reading.
No, I'm done.
Oh yeah, I think it's impressive. We've got to wait and see it though. Like it's
There's
like I get from what they've done, but until you see it, I guess it's hard to appreciate it as much.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, they obviously get to appreciate it a lot more, right? Because they've already seen it. They're already seeing what's going on. So it is impressive from what we can see from the photos, though.
Yeah, but until I see a finished product, I can't.
Dad's Garage headed to Motorex this year. Anyone else going? James is going to try and make it as well.
I don't know who's going. Dad's Garage is going, Tyler.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, you knew that?
Yeah, you commented about it just then in the chat.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah, I said that was what I said. I said Dad's Garage said I am heading to Motorex this year. Anyone else going?
Oh, is that what you said?
Yes.
I didn't realize. Oh, I already knew that. Yeah.
If we went to Motorex, it'd make for a really busy 3 weeks because we'd go Kenda, Motorex, road trip.
We just jump in with Mal and we'll go. Oh no, yeah, we would have. What would we have in between?
It'd be Kenda, Motorex, and then road trip. I'm pretty sure road trip's not long after that.
We got a wedding in amongst there too.
No, that's in July.
What month are we talking about for Motorex?
April. End of April.
Haven't we already got 2 events back to back there? We got a week in between.
I think it's a week in between, isn't it?
I don't know.
2 weeks in between.
I've lost track of everything. Are we in
road trips on May 13th? So we'd have a week.
When do we go to Jambo?
End of this month.
Not next week.
No, the week after.
So I got at
we
least
leave on
another
the 20. We leave on the 24th.
Okay, that I can do.
Yeah, and then we've got Rocky Nats, and then not long after that we've got Kenda, and then 2 weeks after that we've got road trip.
Then we'll definitely have some content. Everyone needs me to get a drink. I got to get this drink, Tyler. Stop stalling me.
All right. Dad's Garage says between both of us, we cover all events in Australia. Mark, I saw that comment, says, Tyler, what motor have you chosen for the Skyline? Well, I was going to go down the route of putting a JZ into it, but the plan is we're going to keep it the way it is. We're going to do a couple of smaller upgrades to the Skyline, and I'm going to get another car to build with maybe like a Barra or something. If I can pick up a JZ cheap enough would be the go, but I think a Barra or an LS or something like that's probably going to be the way that goes, and we're going to build something fast. Because I don't want to go cutting up the Skyline with the value that those cars have nowadays, and I don't want to cut it up and put a cage in it and do all these things that sort of reduce the potential market if I do choose to ever sell the car. I don't have any plans to sell it, but things change all the time, and you never know. And someone offers you the right amount of money, everything's for sale usually. That is right, Darren, actually, yeah. With all the work that goes into it, you go and throw a lick of paint over it and you don't really see as much of it afterwards. It is great, James. It is great. A blow-through turbo 202 is fast. But yeah, I don't know what shell I want to go for yet. I do have a few things in mind, but they are also costs some money, and I need to make sure that the shell is a road registrable one. Dang says, is Mick going to crack it if I can get him to swap my ticket from last year road trip to the December event this year? It should be okay. Just send him a message and find out. The worst that he can say is no there, really. Just send him a message and ask him. Yeah, 100%, Scott. And I'd rather get something that's a bit cheaper in terms of shell. Maybe, well, things aren't really parts readily available for the shells that I'm looking at the moment. But going a motor that, like a Barra or an LS is much easier with off the shelf parts readily available all the time. Shane says it's easier if the engine belongs in the body. It probably won't belong in the body that I purchase.
What's this, your Barra
And yeah,
build?
and yes, yeah, Barra or LS, depending on which route we go, with what car we buy. But yeah, just basically saying that, you know, keeping the Skyline as close to standard as possible, doing a couple of tasteful mods to it, and not cutting the car up in any way.
Oh, so you're okay with my thoughts on
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Well, I definitely get
Thought
where you're
about it?
coming from with like the, you know, I'm probably not going to want to drive it to a Cars and Coffee on the Sunshine Coast if we
Yep.
did a big build on it and stuff like
Yep.
that. Whereas, you know, if I do a big build on a car, I can still drive it down to Cars and Culture in Coomera because it's only just down the road. But I'm not going to take, you know, I'm probably not going to drive it to Joe's Diner because either one, it costs too much to run it.
Yep.
Things like that. But yeah.
Okay.
Dad says an
that's
AU
good.
Barra. At the moment, I'm actually looking at older BMW shells. Like a E46, E36, around that. Or I'd like a
It's good that you haven't
Datsun.
been turned away you know, because it's Dad's advice that, you know, that hasn't turned you off of it. So, you have thought about it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good because I think it makes sense. Well, it makes sense to me, and I saw some comments there that said that makes sense. So they seem to be on the same page.
Yeah. Dad says go a K10 or a 20.
Know anyone with them?
Dang Dang says, yeah. Just know a few people with a couple. Dang Dang says, yes, I'm all about this, Tyler. Keep it manual too. And the other thing is, I know someone who's building a massive shed, so I don't have to worry too much about trying to store a car here while I build it.
Yes, yes. Who's been? I need this. Who is this guy?
He's building a massive shed when he pulls his finger
Does
out.
he does something. Stops complaining about the lack of a massive shed. Just does something. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. We got another.
We do have
I
another
think
story.
We might as well do another news story. I don't know
Yep.
what the time is. We've got plenty of time for ramble still.
Yep.
MGB Chuck.
G'day,
G'day,
MGB Chuck. How you going? But yeah, I'd love to get a Datsun 260Z or something, but those are pretty expensive. As just a shell to start with. Yeah, if I could pick it up for like,
I can walk to my front door and see one, Tyler.
well, if he'll sell it to me for like $1,000, I'll do it.
It looks like it's been on the bottom of a lake. You do realise that?
I haven't really had much of a look at it other than the fact that it was underneath a trampoline, which usually isn't a good start.
It may have swapped places with another one. The one that's out there now does look like it's on the bottom of a lake.
Okay.
Or being.
But yeah, so an old BMW shell or something like that. We did see that VR Commodore shell. I think it was VR, wasn't it? Come up for sale for like $9,000. That had the full cage in it. It was already teched.
I don't even think that got through the day without getting.
Yeah, no, I don't imagine it would have. It was pretty good pricing for what was there, and it already had a Barra in it, so it could have been perfect.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and that's right. So yeah, it would have been easy to drop one back in. Yeah, probably should have jumped on it.
Dad says us Euro guys can then hang out together and sip coffee wearing polo shirts. Scotty S says I've got one that might go up for sale soon. KE20, that is.
Everyone's got one.
Shane Sermon says was an E36 roller with logbooked cage on race cars for sale for around 4K. Interesting. The only thing that I need to make sure of is that they're not a written-off car that can't be re-registered.
You do want it to still have.
I want to be able to do
registered.
road trip in it.
There you go. Makes sense.
Yep. All right. Well, let's have a chat. As everyone knows, while we're talking about cars, of course, we've got to talk about the price of petrol.
Have you got the picture that's like got the guy with the thing going, assume the position? Is that
No, I don't have that picture.
I've seen that a lot on Facebook.
Yes, I've seen that one as well. But we're going to talk about some fuel price apps to potentially help save you some money at the moment. While
okay, that's different. Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's good. I thought we were just talking about the pure fuel prices crap, but you've actually got something that could maybe help.
Yes. So Liam, who lives here with us, he uses Petrol Spy to have a look, which I've got a screenshot. It's not high resolution, so it's probably not going to show great. But this brings me to a point before we talk about other apps that are available. Is the Petrol Spy app? This is looking at the price of E85 on the Gold Coast and in Brisbane, and it is $1.99.
To go there.
Well, you see, we've had all this flooding that destroyed all the corn that's used to make E85 for Australia.
Is that their excuse?
Yep.
Is it? No, look, I find that hard to believe because
at least that's from what I've read. I don't know. I don't actually have any fact checkable sources other than Facebook comment section for that.
Corn's one of those things that farmers store in silos and hang on to until the price goes up. And there's corn. Corn is it lasts for a long time, and I've worked in the farming industry in previous life, and I've seen them hoarding corn, waiting for prices to go up and stuff.
We'll
like
see.
that.
Maybe
So
this is the excuse now. Well, we
we
don't
added
have any
corn.
more corn coming in, so this corn that we've already got is now more expensive.
Or it's just again the fuel companies. Just the corn's probably the same price. They're just ripping us off them because I can't see them actually giving farmers more money. That generally doesn't happen. So
$2.19 for E10 in Cleveland today, says Shane Salmon.
that is
Dang
that is
says,
terrible.
anyone have any interest in watching a trucking channel? Thinking I might get a GoPro and a laptop and have a go at it. Why not? Give it a go. Because honestly, the example that we heard was when we did a thing ages ago was hamsters, I think it was, or guinea pigs. And there's a lot of people out there, and there's a market for anything.
You just got to find your niche.
You just got to find your niche and do what you enjoy.
Yeah, don't do it for views. Do it for what you enjoy, and you end up with a room full of cool people like this.
Mm-hmm.
And
guinea pigs is like a million viewers, million views on a video that's like 10 ways to tell if your guinea pig loves you.
Tyler, when was the last time you looked at what views we're getting?
I don't really look at all anymore. I don't know. The last time would have been probably when we were under 1,000 subs.
Yeah, I probably looked since then, but I don't look anymore. I don't even.
I just read the comments that come through, and I get excited when people comment and like. That's about all I look at now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've gone away from that. So,
Mark Biffin,
which
g'day.
doesn't help grow it, but go Biff.
And there you go. So Rob says, plus United has no competition in the E85 market, so they do as they like. And E85, he said also E85 in Australia is made from sugarcane. The US is made from corn.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. The other one was Caltex used to have it, but they got rid of it all.
It was E-Flex, though, I think.
Yep.
James says, hey, did you hear that? Dave called us cool.
I look forward to my Thursday nights to sit back and have a drink with my mates in chat.
Mark says, Tyler, I'm not a Barra fan, but they do have a good motor. Yeah, well, I'm not really a big fan of the sound they make, but they make cheap power and they're not, they're affordable. For what I want to do. But yeah, the other option is, of course, to put a V8 in it. Just depends on what I buy and how much room we have.
Mark said all his shirts are all gone. Ordered more. He did, so cool little design there. Mark's shirts through Right Lane Print Media, and we'll get them out. We've got a couple of big orders going through the shop at the moment, so been a busy week.
Darren Davidson says, the wife was complaining I never take her anywhere expensive, so I took her down to the servo with me to fill up.
I was sidetracking myself thinking print shop, then we've got to stay on this because we haven't finished the story. But fuel. What's the apps? We got other apps. I've seen some people already putting some apps in that they use.
Yep. So Petrol Spy is like one of the most common ones.
I use OnlyFans. I
don't think that's
Oh no, so we're talking about just fuel apps, aren't we?
Yes. Yes, just
I've
fuel
never
apps.
I've never actually been on OnlyFans. I think you got to pay for that. I'm too cheap to pay for one.
Drivers in New South Wales, Queensland, Western Australia, and Northern Territory benefit from rules that compel service operators to log changes to their fuel prices to real-time databases on apps such as New South Wales Fuel Check and Fair Fuel, RSEQ. Another way for fuel prices to be recorded is through crowdsourcing, where people share any prices that they've seen. The state-run databases tend to be more accurate as they show data from across their respective states, while the crowdsourcing apps tend to work best in bigger population centres, where there are more people to report the prices. You've got Petrol Spy, which is the one of the most popular.
In Queensland, there's no requirement for them to give their pricing.
No. In Queensland, New South Wales, Western Australia, and Northern Territory, there is rules that compel them.
Yeah, sorry, I missed Queensland.
In South Australia, Tasmania, Victoria, and ACT, there is not.
Okay, all right. So, what are you suggesting?
So here, these are the four. These are the four best free Australia-wide fuel price monitoring apps that are available on both iOS and Android devices. Now we have Petrol Spy, which is what everyone in the chat so far has mentioned that they use. Psyop Gypsy, g'day, how are you?
G'day. I think your mum said something different. Missed that. I don't think that was Petrol Spy. I could be stealing the thunder from one of the other ones you're gonna do. Petrol Spy is crowdsourced.
Yep.
Yep.
It lets you know petrol, diesel, and AdBlue prices, and also.
Do we even have a price for AdBlue? We don't even have any of that, do we?
Probably not. But users are encouraged to submit fuel data for the chance to win a $25 fuel voucher, which would be pretty good right now. Not that it would take you far; you'd get about 3 litres. A choice comparison of fuel price apps in 2019 found Petrol Spy to be generally the most accurate app when used in ACT, New South Wales, Queensland, and Victoria.
Okay.
And you don't actually have to download the app because you can view it on a web browser.
There you go, Brad.
And you've got Fuel Map. Fuel Map is a crowdsourced database of service stations and fuel prices from all across Australia. Most station information and petrol and diesel prices are crowdsourced, though in Western Australia, prices are updated automatically using the state's Fuel Watch system. The app also comes with a handy fuel log, so you can keep track of your fuel purchases as well as your vehicle's fuel economy.
Sorry, that was your mum at the door saying RSEQ.
Yeah, I said that before, Fair Fuel.
Yeah, that's what your mum uses, RSEQ.
Yeah. That's updated from the database. From the database that they have to record their price changes to.
Yep.
Motormouth, I used to use this one a while ago. It uses color-coded dots on its map to let you quickly see where cheaper fuel is at from more than 4,500 service stations around Australia. Tapping on any dot reveals the site details and price. You can also set up a dashboard with your favorite locations to quickly find cheaper prices, which you can easily pass on to others using the heads up for your mates function. And like Petrol Spy, you can also view Motormouth on their website.
Gary, green is nice. Price of fuel doesn't matter anymore. Only had one service station, couldn't shop around, but it just got washed away in the floods. I've seen a lot of posts, Tyler, about fuel stations near us that have got water in the fuel.
Oh, there you
well,
go. That doesn't surprise me.
Causing massive issues.
Mark's Workshop says BMW E36 will allow a Barra mod plate wise. There you go. It's good to hear. Good to know. Good to know. And lastly, Simples, which is run by Compare the Market. Simples displays participating service stations in your area, along with the types of fuel available and price. You can customize search results to filter everything from fuel type and brand to make finding cheaper petrol easier. For example, you may want to find petrol stations that take supermarket discount dockets or have RON 95. And if you're in an unfamiliar area, the app can also help with directions.
Okay, Simples. I think I might have seen that ad now that I say that out loud. Tyler, what's the best one for LPG?
Good question.
Because I do find, like, not many people probably need that, but I do have an F truck that runs on LPG.
If you go on Petrol Spy, has LPG. I just having a look on the browser here.
Okay. Because I
can filter by LPG.
That's probably.
Well, it doesn't give me the price.
No,
it's not giving me the price at every single one. Some of them have the price, but obviously, considering it's a crowdsourced app.
Can you tell me how much LPG is worth in the township of Jimboomba, and which service station has that?
So you can get it at BP North McLean, 129.9. That was updated 5 minutes ago.
Okay, it hasn't gone up much.
And that's the only one I can get a price of.
Well, Petrol Spy is
Logan Village, you can get it 119.9. BP Logan Village. And that was updated 6 minutes ago.
Oh, that's probably worth the drive down to there. That's not too far, but North McLean BP does have a really good hot box. Not many surveys have a good hot box these days. But
Ampol at Bow Desert is 127.9.
Now that's confusing, Tyler, because if you've ever been to Bow Desert,
there's 5 of them. I can see on here. There's 5 of them, and they're all within the vicinity of looks like maybe a yeah. They're all in one corner.
Sally will tell you. Yeah,
there's 6. There's 6. I had to zoom in a bit more. There's 6. There's 2 of them next to each other on opposite sides of the street.
Yes.
One's at 3 Tillerman Street and the other one's at 2 Tillerman Street. And then if you go a bit further down to 32 Tillerman Street, there's another Ampol. There's 3 of them on the one street.
We have noticed that when you drive into Bow Desert, Tyler,
it's owned by
there's
Ampol.
Only one service station that is not an Ampol.
It's a Liberty.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the only, and it's just up the road from 3 Ampols. There's a lot of Ampol
it's actually in between the Ampols.
So yeah, it's like Ampol City. It is we do comment on that when we drive through Bow Desert.
Johnny Skid Pig says paid $2.05 a litre for 98 just to put $25 in. Lucky to have 12 litres in her. That was Sunday.
That is insane. That's insane. Brendan says he remembers when LPG was 50 cents a litre. Yeah, I do remember it being very cheap. But I guess at $1, what was it, $1.19? I'm back into saying LPG is good again, right? Darren Davis says can't even get LPG in Rocky anymore. I'll be in trouble if we took the F truck up.
Yeah.
Because you can't just go, I'll take a couple of cans of LPG with me. You know what I mean? And fill it up on the side of the road. A couple of Jerry's of LPG. Some more there. BP Hillcrest, Ampol Park Ridge, $1.19.9 for Ampol. For Ampol, for LPG. That's all right. $1.19. I think that's what we paid when we went down to get the Gemini back. How many weeks ago was that, Tyler? I'm sure we drove into
It's like 4 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago.
what was the servo?
I don't
Drove
remember.
into the servo on Brisbane Road, Gold Coast.
Oh, United.
The United on Brisbane Road, and to get it for $1.19, I'm pretty sure.
There you go.
So there you go. I could actually, says Steve, you can put a couple of Jerry. Are you saying you can Jerry can some LPG? I don't know how to I don't even know how to transfer LPG into the truck if I do run out. So I need to maybe Google that.
G'day, Roy. How you going? Sean says the only problem is to get it from the bottle to the car.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Obviously, I can take some LPG bottles on the back. But yes. How do I transfer it? James says it's not too late to bring the old 308, the old LPG 308 in the HJ back. Mightn't be such a silly thing these days. I do have the LPG tank out of the HJ sitting here. I was going to turn that into a smoker.
Maybe we'll take the truck up on the back of the truck just for cheaper.
We've got 2 servos advertising in Rocky for LPG on Petrol Spy.
There you go.
So
Adam Geary says you just need the right gas connections. Not saying it's legal.
no, but if you're stuck on the side of the road and you need to, like, you've run out, I don't care about legal.
Dad's Garage says pull up at the barbecue and fill up the
I
F
saw that
truck.
out loud on the internet on recorded. This is not recorded, is it, Tyler? Tyler, this is not recorded line.
We'll see you next week.
I mean, I am very concerned about what's legal.
We're currently experiencing technical difficulties. Please hold on the line.
We've just been pulled from YouTube.
Hang on, here it is.
Pull up to the barbecue and fill up the F trucks.
We're currently experiencing technical difficulties. We'll be back with you shortly.
You're on hold music.
It's actually a song. It's called "Are You There?"
Is it a song or is it a?
Oh, it's the elevator music called "Are You There?"
Sounds like ringtone. I wonder if people will try and start to make their own types of fuel. But I think it'd be.
You could probably do biodiesel if you had the diesel. Adam Geary says you just got to hold the bottle upside down. Also, I heard.
Like I've transferred gas from big tanks to smaller tanks in forklifts, but so a kilo cylinder won't get me far in the F truck. No, it does have 2 80 kilo or 80 litre cylinders currently. So it actually has literage, doesn't it? Like that's actually an interesting point. Gas cylinders are normally by kilo, but in the truck they're by litre.
There you go. Mad Cow Mark says Australian government charges 42.4 cents per litre in excise tax.
That's a lot, isn't it? So they could definitely help us out.
Green is nice. Says, hey Dave, I will bring you a proper LPG jerry can up to Rocky with me, where it is aluminum.
There you go. It's actually a thing, is it?
There you
go. Steve says he had to do that on a VK. It was a straight LPG. If you have the right line, you can transfer it from a barbecue bottle. He's done it. There you go.
There you go.
Trev's here, back from Archie.
G'day, Trev.
Yeah. Okay. I've never done it, so I think there's probably some videos on YouTube or Google that I could tell us how to do it. It is. I've always thought, what do I do if I get stuck? I've never gone to the thing of actually looking it up, checking it out. But yeah, it is a good point. We got some more comments there. How's the track fared after the water lately? I talk about Archie, all the rain on all the water flooding, Archie, fish in the drains. Trev has a tank in the backyard. I could run out from the van. And Scott says he's made biodiesel with some success. It costs about 60 cents a litre when diesel was
So Gypsy says we are paying the equivalent of $11.39 US a gallon at $2.20.
Is MGB Chuck still here? Who we got from the States? Is that what is?
G'day, Carlos. How you going?
Carlos, we got Carlos from Brazil. Morning.
Mark says in the US is worried that they are at $4 a gallon.
Oh, and what's our equivalent?
$11.39.
Oh, Carlos, price in fuel in Brazil. What's the price of say like a 95 unleaded or 98 in Brazil? Let us know. Yeah, so big. Obviously, at is Brazil by gallon? They're not metric, are they? So not on the metric system like us.
Not sure.
Okay. We'll wait. See if we get that. Imperial metric. Give me a pint of beer. That's Chris. We have pints.
We are well, Carlos. We are well.
We are good. We're good, Carlos. Thanks, mate. We are very good. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining us too, by the way.
Well, while we're chatting about this, I'm going to chat some events that are going on this weekend.
Yep.
On Saturday, you didn't have anything in the calendar for Friday.
Oh no,
there'll be probably munchies.
Something on Friday. Munchies up there. A liter of gas. Liter metric. A liter of gas is $1.
Wow.
Oh, half the price, Carlos. Half the price of what we're paying, mate. So in Australia.
There you
go. Brazil does some amazing stuff with cars too. Have you watched a lot of stuff around the car scene in Brazil, Tyler? Even Mighty Car Mods have done some videos around the car scene in Brazil.
Yes. You
would have seen some of that, yeah.
Yeah.
They do so much to because they might be $1 a liter, but their parts aren't as readily available, so they'll do a lot of adapting of parts and bits and pieces. So they do some cool stuff to keep cars, old school cars going, old Chevs, and from what I've seen. I'm not an expert. I'm only just watching videos. So dollar equals 6,000. What are they? I can't quite read it from here. Is that reals or rees? Brazilian money. Can you see that, Tyler? How's that pronounced?
Rees.
Real.
There you go. Look, Google.
Real. Thanks.
One of those is equal to 27
ethanol.
Australian cents.
All the ethanol. We don't have enough ethanol, Carlos. We only have how many brands of service stations? Different brands of service stations do we have in Australia, Tyler? There must be a lot. More than 20 different
The
Fuel
fuel
station
over there is
price.
about $1.63 Australian.
So not quite. So yeah.
It's like,
So dollar would be American US dollar. Would be US dollar per litre, about $1.63 Australian. Yeah, that would work out. But Carlos, with all all the service stations we have in Australia, we only have one service station brand that sells ethanol, or E85 for us.
G'day, Sister
So
Bluebird.
difficult to get.
And
none
Anthony,
of them
how you
here. I
going?
have a car that runs on straight. Anthony, Sister Bluebird, g'day. Of course, I have a car that runs on straight E85, and
I'll
only
check it out.
E85.
So,
I have none anywhere near me. It's the pain.
all right. Well,
Where were we at? We were at
we're
events.
chatting
Sorry.
events. Yep. 2022. Never mind. That's been cancelled. While I was looking at it, there was going to be the 2022 QSC Round 1 for the Queensland Superkart Club at Lakeside, but that has been cancelled. But what is on is the Bow Desert Security Dunny Derby night at the Gatton Showgrounds.
Yeah, that's interesting. It is interesting, Tyler, that the Bow Desert Security night is on at Gatton, which is a long way away from each other. But what is it? It's the Dunny Derby.
Yeah.
The Dunny Derby. All our Aussie mates know what the Dunny is. It's Aussie slang for the loo, the toilet.
See you, Chuck. MGB Chuck.
See MGB. For those tuning in not from Australia, the Dunny Derby. So they're going to tow a Dunny behind the cars, and it's a demolition derby. Essentially, yeah. Am I right?
I think so.
Is that the Dunny Derby is?
I'm not sure.
2:45 a.m.
Just reading here. We got it's a Speedway night featuring the pre-program from 10 a.m. of junior Speedway karts, senior Speedway karts, and vintage Speedway demonstrations, and then from 4 p.m. the AMCA Nationals, Micro Sprints Round 3, stock cars, SSQ, Nostalgia Sedans, RSA Outlaws and Open Sedans A, RSA Limited Sedans and Open Sedans B, and RSA Junior Sedans.
There's no mention of Dunny Derbies here, Tyler.
No.
Hey? They're not going to cart a Portaloo behind the car and smash them into each other. Why are they calling it the Dunny Derby then?
I'm
That
not
doesn't
sure.
make sense. How much for a litre of gas in Australia? It is currently just over $2. So $2. What are we? $2.19. We were talking before for. Someone said $2.91.
$2.19. Yeah, 19.9 for E10. 221.9 for unleaded 91. 98's 246.9 at the BP Connect at Stapleton.
It's probably record pricing for us, Carlos. I would say, yeah. What do you reckon? Record price? I don't think it's ever.
Yeah,
has it
I don't
been?
think it's been this
Maybe
high.
it has. I can't think of it being this high.
Yeah. So that's on Saturday at Gatton Showgrounds, 10 a.m. till 11 p.m.
They're saying we're going to hit $2.50. By the way,
that's crazy. Brendan Wheatley says the Dunny Derby might turn out to be a shit show.
What else have we got? What else have we got on Saturday, mate?
We got the Nissan Gtr Takeover happening at Hot Shot Coffee, 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. The first annual R35 GTR Takeover.
Oh, it's all R35s, too new for you, mate.
Yeah. And those are getting expensive now. We should have jumped on them when they were like 65, 70 grand. Because I was having a look the other day and they're like all up over 100K now.
I don't know if Brad's still with us, but he was here at my place yesterday when a R35 went past doing, I don't know, 200 kilometers an hour.
Jeez.
It was screaming in top. So it'd have to be quick, right?
Yeah.
Top gear screaming. Like What do you reckon?
No, that'd be very quick.
It was hooting. I didn't even see it. Like I heard
The
it.
top speed of an R35 is 315 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, it was hooting. That's
But
insane.
yeah,
If he was
crazy.
front here,
Yeah, he probably wouldn't hit that speed unless he was like,
no,
depending on which way he was headed. He wouldn't be slowing down before the lights. That's for sure.
you can ask Brad about it when you.
Oh.
No, I think he was going the other way.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he probably wouldn't have been going 300 then. But yeah, Joe's Diner is on as well. Joe's Diner car meet 3 p.m. till 8 p.m. I'll be out there with Brad.
Yep.
1084 Kingsford Smith Drive and Eagle Farm. Yep, we'll be there. So if you're there, make sure you say g'day and come on the show and tell us about your car. We'll be looking for a few people to interview for one of our weekly videos this week. Cruise the Night, a new event going on out at QR, is on this weekend as well. 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. Cruise the Night lights up Queensland Raceway on Saturday, March 12th with cruising, food trucks, trade stands, face painting and balloon twisting for the kids and more.
Yeah, this is this is cool. So we would normally go out and do like brekkie laps and all that sort of stuff, Tyler, when we like at QR.
Yeah, but this is the opposite. This is dinner laps. No.
Dinner laps. Not evening laps of the track, giving it a bit of a boost, giving it a bit of race with your mate.
Yep.
Down the straight. And there's some cool cars heading out. I know.
There's 7 20-minute sessions. There you go. There's 7 20-minute sessions that are $20 each. VIP is $120. The VIP includes 2 dedicated 30-minute cruise sessions for VIPs only, and then access to also the 7 20-minute sessions, I'm assuming. Maybe.
That's fair whack. Hey.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
But yeah, even the 2 dedicated 30-minute sessions for $120. And you also get the pit lane carport or a paddock garage.
Yeah,
So there's 60 minutes on track. There's plenty of track time there.
Throw some bucks in for that for $120. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
And there's also a show and shine on with prizes. Cars must be registered and in roadworthy condition and no roll cages. Dad 65 will be at Joe's. Awesome.
Cool. I'll be. I won't be there. I'm off to a wedding.
Yep. We've got Eastern Creek Speedway grand opening is on. They've also got a live stream happening from Speedway Australia TV. All systems a go for the huge Eastern Creek Speedway grand opening on Saturday, March 12th, 4:30 p.m. You can watch from anywhere in the world. It's not a free live stream though. Pay-per-view $27.50.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
It is a steep price to pay for a one event live stream.
Oh, and actually it is.
That's like KO cost. That's like KO pricing.
That is expensive. $27 is a. Yeah, what would it be to get in the gate live? Like, I know we're not there. We're not in.
$35 for an adult.
27 does. Yeah, for a live stream. It's not even
Carlos says, which car do you have, Tyler, in Overtaking Lane? I have a Nissan Skyline R33 GTST with an RB25 turboed, makes 308 kilowatts at the wheels, or 418 horsepower. That's what it made. Or at the hub, sorry. And you've got a few in your arsenal now.
And me, Dave, Carlos, Dave over here. What have we got now? We've got the 1975 Holden HJ, which I don't think there's too many of them over in Brazil. But a 1975 Holden HJ. We've got the 2007 VE Holden Commodore. We've got the 1983 Holden Gemini. There's a bit of a Holden theme here. Are you getting this theme, Tom?
Yep.
And the 1976 Ford F-Truck 350 ramp truck.
Mm-hmm.
So that everything? Other than dailies. Oh no, and the Honda.
Oh yeah, the Integra. Yeah, Honda Integra.
19. What is it? 1994 Honda Integra.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
Brennan Wheatley says thanks to OTL for live streaming many events, and thank you guys for supporting us and helping us
Yeah,
get
always.
to all these events.
Wouldn't be here without you guys. And we'll be 2 more weeks until we next live stream from Sydney Jamboree, free live stream. Thank you. Not only Overtaking Lane, but Jamboree,
and their many sponsors as well.
Please shout out and thank Jamboree and their sponsors for live stream on Overtaking Lane when it comes up, because we could not do that without them. They're paying us. They're paying us to go down and bring you a free live stream. They're paying our travel, our accommodation. Some of our time, our data. Like it's not.
No worries, Stein. Thanks for dropping in.
Thanks, Steve. We've got to say, that it's not us bringing you that; it is them, isn't it, Tyler?
Yes,
it is Jamboree. It is the sponsors of Jamboree. We'll be there. You will have to put up with us, talking throughout the live stream. We've got to.
We'll be commentating.
I'll need a couple of rums. Get me through the day. No.
See you, Carlos.
Acceptable.
Thanks for dropping in and saying g'day, Carlos.
Yeah, Sydney. Thanks, Carlos. Yeah, thank you. Good to chat, mate.
Not sure, Trev. Not sure on
no, there's a lot of rain in the area, not flooded. I have a work colleague that he is literally just above the track, so lives just right near the track, and I've been getting some weather updates there. He's had some issues there.
And big shout outs to Brad and Trev as well for being absolute legends and helping us out with the live streams. The awesome camera work is a big credit to them.
More than just us. More than the OTL live streams is way more than just us. So it is those guys. It's everybody that helps. People like James, Marv, others that do the moderating. There's so much to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Like everyone plays a part in all of that.
And
the team from Jambo have really come on board since last year and been we've never brought a live stream from Sydney.
And it'll be all new to us again.
Some very big.
When aren't things new to us? When we go on a live streaming event.
We don't even know what the data quality is like there yet, Tyler.
Oh, we'll find out.
We hope it's good. But we have people like that. We have people like actually like Addictive Events and Nick Apps, Road Trip, who is another massive big supporter of Overtaking Lane. Tyler, we've also still got to work out some plans around a repeater, Telstra repeater. I did do some Googling on that last night, but I know you're the master Googler. But Addictive Events has offered to sponsor a Telstra repeater to improve mobile reception. In particular, because there is some road trip events coming to us from North Queensland this year.
Yep.
That we'll be doing. So they've said we want you to set up a repeater and make sure that you've got good reception, and we'll sponsor it. So that sort of stuff pretty cool. Pretty darn cool.
But continuing on, we've got Rod to Mod car meet at Harry's Marsden Park in Hollinsworth Road, Marsden Park, New South Wales.
Did you just Google that while we were talking?
I did.
You're already on that.
Before you even mentioned it, actually, when you said signal service. All Aussie Fair Dinkum Day at Lakeside Raceway, Lakeside Park, 6:30 a.m.
That'd be cool.
Is on.
That'd be cool, Sol.
Yeah, would.
I'd love to see what happens up there for that.
7 a.m. till 4 p.m. Sorry, it is.
whole day to get up there. I'd love to see some of that. Maybe a couple of laps of the track.
We'll see
Could
how
you
we
help
go.
a brother out?
See how I go. Depends on where
Help
we
a
end
father
up.
out?
Depends on where we end up.
You could do maybe 2 things through that. On the way, you could do some filming on the way there.
Well, sometimes you've got to crack a few eggs. I think that's what it was. Sometimes you got to break a few eggs.
What did I miss?
That's the event title. Sometimes you got to break some eggs.
Oh, that's an event. What is this event?
Well, this is the Jake and Friends event.
Oh, yes.
At,
Okay.
At,
Yes.
at QR on the dirt track.
Now it makes sense.
Each race is going to be given a colander with 12 eggs in the colander. BYO eggs. Person with the most eggs left at the end of the day wins.
Okay.
Colander provided, but the installation to your car is your responsibility.
Took the gets out, man.
Oh, that'd be awesome, Rob. Rob will be at Eastern Creek next week for Subinats, so I can let you know what the Telstra reception is like.
Please, yeah, do a speed test for us. That would be awesome. We'd appreciate that.
But yeah, the All Aussie Day is on 7 a.m. till 4 p.m.
Has part in this whole thing. Everybody, see?
Yep.
Cool stuff. Aussie Day. Back to Aussie Day.
Yep. 7 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Sunday.
To see some of that. Love a good Aussie
Maybe
Day.
you could make it back and drop in.
Give it a crack.
Cars, bikes, and coffee at Colleges by the River, 8:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. The Jacobswell Rod Runners next week. That's all the events we've got in the calendar.
We're all done.
Yep.
Mate,
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, we appreciate that. That's awesome. That actually helps out heaps. All right, back to rambles. I do need another drink.
Oh, I was just putting some music on.
Oh, you've wrapped up. You don't want to hear any of my rambling.
No.
People have stayed tuned for rambling.
No, well, you've got a couple of Holdens and a Ford, no Ramblers.
Yep.
Hill climbs at Mount Cotton, Saturday and Sunday. Oh, that'd be cool to see, actually.
Good one. That is a good one.
It's all a legendary community that we've got here, James. Dad's Garage says Colleges by or under the river.
It's been smashed there. Is it on? Because that's
actually a good point. I'll go and check into that event and see.
Because that's actually smashed. That place got smashed. It was I saw some posts from there just 2 days ago, and there's massive damage throughout that whole area where they hold the car show. So that's a friend of mine that lives just near there. It's been very, very tough for them getting through the whole floods. Thanks, Adam, sticking up for me. Yeah, James, you got to watch him. He just tune us straight out. Let him know. Let him know if you still want more.
Yep, this month's event is cancelled. There you go. Don't go to Cars, Bikes and Coffee at Colleges by the River.
Okay. Mark has just sent through actually the big list of events. Tyler.
Okay. Can you forward that through to me, or are you going to read them out?
I'll make it big. Why is it so small? Why can't I afford that? What's going on?
You figured how to use a computer?
Yeah, I seem to have. Doesn't seem to have the share or forward button there, but let me go to trusty old Android. Forward. Oh, look, found it. There you go. Did you get that?
Yep.
You did, because I can see it on screen now.
So Friday, 11th of March, Street Series is on at Willowbank Raceway, 3:30 p.m. 4:30 p.m.
Street Series on Friday.
There you go.
Street Series.
That's round 2. 4:30 p.m. the weekly American Dynaco car meet at Wardell Street in Noggara. 5 p.m. is the cruise into the Emporium at Rock and Roll Milk Bar at Old Petrie Town, Whiteside. 5:30 p.m. Munchies. 6 p.m. Roll Racing on the Friday. There you go. Saturday we got the Donut Derelicts, Old Petrie Town, Whiteside. 7 a.m. Motorculture Australia track day at Lakeside Park Raceway. 8 a.m. is the Cars and Coffee at Lisa's Willow Tree Cafe in Morayfield, Caboolture South. 10 a.m. is Whiskey Throttle Ride to Advancetown Hotel. 12 noon, pre-meet and cruise to the Joe's Diner. Lamprecht Family Racing, India Street Capalaba. 2:30 p.m. is the V-Twin Hooligan Stunt Show at Advancetown Hotel. 3 p.m. of course Joe's Diner we mentioned before. 4 p.m. Cruiser Night at Queensland Raceway. 5 p.m. is the Ultimate Bike Night at 69 Moss Street, Slacks Creek. 5 p.m. the Carolee Car Night at Carolee Shopping Village in Ipswich. 6 p.m. the March Meet 2.0 100 Bundle Road. Bundle. 7 p.m. Empire Official March Meet 523 Telegraph Road in Fitzgibbon. See you, James. Sunday, 13th of March, Cardi Gras goes to my local market, Walloon Hotel, 6 a.m. Bike and coffee meet and ride, Bang and Beans Cafe, Rainbow Street, Sandgate, 7 a.m. With the All Aussie Fair Income Day at Lakeside Park, 7 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Sunshine Coast Cars and Coffee at the Esplanade, Bullcock Beach, Caloundra. Cars and Coffee at Main Street, Sanford Village, 7:30 a.m. All Classic Cars and Coffee, Lakeside Shopping Centre, Victoria Point, 8 a.m. 9 a.m. is the Cars and Coffee, Brisbane, Park Road, Milton, and 9 a.m. Dubs on the Hill, Crow's Nest Tourist Park. Yeah, massive list of events there. I need to get on to Dave to get him to start punching more events into the calendar.
Get through all that and I miss it all.
Yeah, you did.
Was there some good events there?
Yeah, it sounds like there's a fair bit going on this weekend that you missed out on.
Look, Trev's got some furniture to give away. Let's get it on the wheel. Oh, no. Sorry.
Giving it away to flood affected.
Okay. It's not quite the same. What else? What else, Tom?
That's the end of the show.
Oh, is it it?
Yeah, that's the
Have
end.
you signed off? Is anyone still here?
There's 26 people still here. You're still here. I'm waiting for you to get your point out.
Well, I was just going to say, I think that we should have something in the next couple of weeks, across this week, next few weeks. Ramble, Dave. Time for ramble time. I saw you roll your eyes then. Are you ready for this ramble?
No, never.
This is something we could have a chat on in with the comments and everything. But I think I need to print some more shirts, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
And involved in printing some more shirts is some more what we're going to put on these shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think we throw it out there and we talk about Rob's still here. Thanks, Rob. We talk about, like there's some cool stuff. I look at Finnegan and what's he got, like turbos, blowers, and bacon, and I think that's a cool shirt, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be stuff that we've worked, we've talked about with, that would be great for a shirt, whether it's a slogan, whether it's a picture, something, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we talk about it on here, someone comes up with an idea, we run that shirt, we print that shirt, we send them a shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we think it's a cool idea, boom, let's do it. So far, what have we come up with, Tyler? Here is some of our suggestions. You know what we've come up with? You don't know, do you?
You mean the Bar of the World? Those shirts, the cliche shirts, or?
Yeah, well, you would like some. Your thoughts were some cool shirts with doing some cool pictures or drawings around.
Yeah, all different motors.
You want some Barras, you want some
LS.
4Z1s. 4Z won the world.
That's a very niche market.
Someone's got a cool jackaroo, man. I want that shirt.
Aussie Bludger shirt. This is Shane Salmon.
Bludger. What would we put on the picture with the Aussie Bludger, Shane? I like that. I do like that.
Mark's Workshop says pay-per-view for the Speedway is a scam. Watched it once, never again.
It's $27, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't seen Speedway for a while. I'd like to see Speedway, but not for $27 for pay-per-view on that. Tyler, we've got the F truck. So we've got the F truck. We think we should do a drawing, a render of the F truck, the ramp truck, and we want to. What was it? We come up with an idea for that. Nothing, set the world on fire, but it was ramp it up.
Yeah,
was I think the best we've come up with for the ramp truck.
Mm-hmm. Johnny says never late with a 308 shirt.
308 fits in with the cliche shirt, so we put that amongst that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are in here. The thing where we have here, guys, is the fact that other than the cost to design the shirt, if we don't sell one, it's okay because we don't have to print it unless we sell it.
F truck plugged into a gas barbecue, says Dad's.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
Ford's Holden's in the only Rambler is Dave, says James Bayliss.
Oh, see, I knew we needed to talk about that in this group because see, that's clever too.
Ramp it up 'em.
Ramp it up 'em. Put a bit more to it. See, ramp it up 'em. Yes. Yeah, I like that. So, yeah, I think Tyler is in charge of all these ideas, jotting them down too, which is done. Got that, haven't you, Tyler?
Yep.
Of Hercules the Grey Bogan. Dave needs to do a barbecue session while being driven around on the back of Hercules the Grey Bogan. What do you got, Tyler? What do you got? You've already got a couple of Skyline shirts. What's your slogan? It's just R33 Skyline so far, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Well, the Yacht Club was one. That's probably the most popular one.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah. Good call. Yeah. I get really stuck on coming up with the good ideas. So, yeah.
When all else fails, Dave on his lawnmower.
When are we getting Tyler on the lawnmower? I'm trying to accumulate things, Tyler, at the moment. You don't know this, but Brad does. But I think he's crashed out. But I'm accumulating things to do for you to do when you get here, and film you for content.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, currently, I've got a zero-turn mower. You've never driven a zero-turn mower?
Yo ho ho and a bottle of nos, says James.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of nos. I like that. Our best one so far was I was raised bottle fed. I've done a design for that, but I haven't put that out there. So we've got the zero-turn mower, Tyler. We're going to put that. You've never driven a zero-turn mower. We'll put that flat out, get you on that, film that, hopefully. I know you do something stupid, wrong way or something. I don't know. We can only be hopeful. And then the other day, Tyler, I purchased a stock whip, a 7-foot long stock whip. So you're going to crack a whip.
All right.
While driving the zero-turn mower, you have to crack.
Jesus.
What do you reckon? What else can we come up with?
What are we going to title this video? Jackass Tyler edition or something?
Yeah, whatever it ends up. We just slip this into some videos of doing stuff. I just thought, we need something else there and, give everyone a laugh in the middle of a video. You can, of course, come up with your own things to bring out that I have to do.
Okay.
But so far, that's to give you an idea, that's my plan for you so far, Tom.
All right. Pop a wheelie with the zero turn, says Johnny.
Maybe he will. Can pop a wheelie with a zero turn. I have driven it into a ditch already.
Spray and pray with the nitrous, John.
That's a good one. And pray, that's a good one. Something to do with Adam, episode 99. That will be a niche market for people, Adam. There'll be a few people might like episode 99 and a picture of Dave going, oh. There was was it a Simpsons thing that was like, there was technical difficulties and there was like a cameraman, he's all drunk.
Yeah, we've used that one once before actually.
Yeah, that's like, that could be like something along
I think that was like
lines.
the first live show we missed because you couldn't set up the stuff.
Possibly.
I wasn't around and then you were going to do it by yourself, but you couldn't work out the setup. So I did the technical difficulties. Dave can't be trusted with the setup.
We could do that with, yeah, we could do something like that with the episode 99 technical difficulties. Let's get cracking. That would, yeah. Let's get cracking would be definitely some spice rum involved in that.
Yeah, you do it, and it's just a cartoon. It's just a cartoon thing of you holding a glass with some rum in it.
Let's get cracking, Captain. That's just two different.
I have the picture for episode 99. It just have the picture of you on the couch asleep, and then go hashtag episode 99.
I don't think anyone would wear that. Surely not. 99 problems. So, well, I think we'll continue this conversation over weeks to come.
Mm-hmm.
We get some ideas, Tyler.
Yep.
Any ideas that get printed, we need to know whose idea it was as well, Tyler. So there is some screenshots. You need to involve some sort of Dropbox folder or something for these things so that we can go back, not just Messenger, Tyler.
I can copy them out of there too, Dropbox.
You can do that, fix that later. Because we need to know who come up with the ideas so that we can send them a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. To me, anyway, makes sense. Hopefully, you enjoyed your Thursday night.
Hopefully
you enjoyed your Thursday night hanging out with us. Has anyone worked out what I'm drinking tonight? Does anyone know what Dave's drink of choice is tonight? Wardrobe, please no. Please no. Hell no.
There you go. I've got a Dropbox folder, and the 2 chat pictures from tonight are up there.
He's on it. He's on it. He's got it all sorted. If you haven't left us a thumbs up, please leave us a thumbs up. We are running to the end of the show. This is it. It's time for us all to go and have a nap, get ready for Friday. Send it to you, Ben. It is yours, Johnny. That is definitely yours. Johnny, message me some bank details to send you some money. And night to everybody. Tyler?
Yep. Good night, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for dropping in and making our Thursday night awesome. And hanging out till the end. Thanks to everyone who was here.
Tyler. Hey, Tyler.
Hello.
You there? Yeah, no. See you, mate. Night.
Bye. Stay in the right
everyone
lane.
else.
Stay in the right lane.
Keep on overtaking. Oh, and Dane's just arrived. See you, mate.
G'day, Cornford, and see ya.
Tyler's had enough of you already. Keep up the ideas.